Hola, mis amigos, bienvenido a la referencia de la película, aka the movie reference. This is episode 42. 42. I'm your host, Mark Denny, here with Brittany Denny, and our regular peeps surrounding us. If they ever chime in, they will, they won't, who knows? Don't forget to listen to us on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify. Check us out on Anchor for all the available platforms that we are featured on. Muy importante. Maybe we should start doing ads. You know what I mean?
For ourselves.
Apparently, you can do it with minimum listenership.
Interesting.
Maybe we could put like 15 ads right at the beginning of the episode. And no, I'm just kidding. Or where would be the most? The right in the middle, huh? Right in the middle, just like ad.
I
And
don't think anyone would listen to us anymore if we had ads.
I know. I think it's beneficial to be free.
Boo 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 boo.
Because even I skip through the ads. Oof, my goodness.
Yeah, it's too many.
I understand the pain, people. That's why you get it for free. But anyways, thank you guys for joining us so much. Man, and I gotta give a special shout out to, I don't know what it is. Maybe Top Gun, maybe Miles Teller,
Well,
maybe Justine. I don't know, but we've beat our highest episode, which is El Rata Alada, with last week's episode, Talk to Me Goose. It's currently sitting at double checking 37 listens. So it beat our Batman episode by 2 listens. But hey, we finally
on TikTok I got 800 views.
Whoa, you didn't even tell me.
I totally forgot to look at it.
But yeah, I'm pretty happy, man. That's pretty awesome.
And I got 24 likes.
Hey, not bad. On Instagram, I think we got like 400 views on the reels, but I think 3 likes. So the ratio is pretty good.
Pretty spot on.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, so man, I don't know what happened, but thank you guys for getting us a second highest episode.
It's definitely Miles Teller.
I still have 2 behind the Who and What Movie podcast. There's 2 that are in the lead that I'm trying to catch up to, guys. So hopefully we can get an episode past those.
Which ones?
Awesome. The 2. Let me pull it up here. Sorry.
Superman.
Oh yeah, Superman did really well.
But that doesn't count because that was before I came into the picture.
And you and Alex have a tied episode. So the first episode we did with you and me with The Dark Knight, 47 listens, and then of course the Man of Steel one with 47 listens. And then number 3 is Talk to Me Goose, and then number 4 is El Rata Lada. So we doing pretty good. 2 and 2.
Not too shabby.
Clearly though, whatever the case may be, honestly, with all this data, I know we're like, we're doing the show right now. I totally can see people love when we talk about the new stuff.
Yeah.
Or if we do spoiler discussions, that's what they're into. I, totally get it. With that being said, I watched Casablanca today. I'm just kidding.
Wait, what?
I really did watch it, but Casablanca.
Isn't that the old ass movie?
Yeah, it's the old ass movie. Let's go into a spoiler discussion.
I told you to watch Audrey Hepburn movie and you didn't even watch that.
Dude, it's not available. It's only on
Casablanca's lame.
Actually, Casablanca was pretty dope. It's my first time watching it. And I didn't watch it all the way because I was working at the same time. But the acting was pretty on point. I really enjoyed here's looking at you, kid.
What's the point of saying that? When I watched the movie, I was like, what was the point of that?
I mean, it's okay, I guess.
Maybe because I watched it on a plane, maybe I didn't hear all the words.
Maybe. I enjoyed it. It's the long lost love, She was married. She was a hoe bag. Hey, she was taken and she was in a other relationship. She claims that her husband, she thought he was dead, but come on. When she found out he was alive, she made her choice.
Is it like brothers?
No, No, because they don't know each other until she takes her husband. I forget his name now to where Ricky works, which I don't even know. I don't know. Anyways, I enjoyed it. I'm just saying. Anyways,
We're
I'm
doing
okay.
a vintage episode.
I wanted to no, I don't want to. I don't really want to like stay on it. I'm just like I thought it would be funny to say, yo, people like when we talk about new stuff. Let's talk about this old thing. Um, but I actually told Lisette that I actually want to kind of go down the rabbit hole and catch up on some films that I haven't seen, or maybe I've only seen bits and pieces, and like watch some classics like that. So I started with Casablanca today. I'm gonna get to the Audrey Hepburn movies, but they weren't available on any of the streaming apps that I currently have. So I
They
was,
must have taken it off Amazon Prime.
yeah, they did. It's on like Pluto or some nonsense. I don't know.
Maybe it's probably free on YouTube by now.
I'm sure it is. I think we had it in class, and maybe I can still access it. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
But like I said, I think I've seen those two movies. I just can't like pull it off my memory lane.
You would remember.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Quality, honey.
Whatever. So how did your guys' Danger Zone car wash go?
Oh yeah. So that's not even exciting. We just watched the cars and we put the Top Gun soundtrack on, and then I was like, wow, if only we were shirtless right now, this would be a good scene. And if I had abs
You do have abs.
underneath my belly.
Yeah, sure.
Amen. But it
Okay.
wasn't even exciting.
It wasn't any exciting. Did you do anything fun for this weekend?
We hung out. We hung out with Nathan's brother who moved to town, so that was exciting.
Oh yeah.
And we got to hang out with his family and my family, and it was a jam-packed weekend. Then we went to a housewarming. I found out I'm pretty beast at Pictionary. Huh, babe?
Wait, were you Nathan's partner?
No, we were separated.
Whoa.
Yeah, different teams.
Damn, you
That's why
would've-
he's being salty.
Did he lose? That's why.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why.
he should have been. You guys should have been on a team.
Yeah. And then we played this game called Werewolves, and it's like Mafia,
hmm
pretty much. I think it's just like Mafia, but I don't like those kinds of games. I found out like it's so weird. Like you have to find out who the werewolf is after you go to sleep at night and someone gets murdered.
Oh my god.
And then like it's just like you have to figure out who the werewolf is, and there's no like reasoning. There's nothing logical about it. You're just guessing.
Is it a board game?
No, it's just what do you call it, babe?
It's like Mafia. Is it a game?
Okay,
Is it a console game?
No, it's you get these cards, and then so there's
I've never played Mafia before.
there's like roles to it. So there's villagers, there's
I'm out.
witch,
I'm already out. I'm already
and
out.
there's werewolves. So then in the room, there's probably like there's a couple werewolves, and then the villagers outnumber them, and then there's a witch that can save or kill someone. So the wolves basically have to try and kill villagers without getting caught. And then the villagers have to get together and figure out who the werewolves are before they're outnumbered.
So this is a role playing thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and you like draw a card, and it's like, oh, you screwed up, you're caught.
No, you don't pull a card. So like it's really weird. You basically you know what you are, and you have to keep your identity to yourself. Like nobody else knows what you are.
So this is like that cool game on what's that called? Jukebox, where you play the sleuth. You're the liar, or Whiplash. What's it called? Yeah, remember that game?
Kind of like that.
All right. I'm bored. I'm bored of this.
Well, me
kidding.
too. Well, I just get bored of those games because it's like they're like, oh, I heard a little bit of noise over there when you were asking the werewolf who do you want to kill, and then they're like always blaming you, and
I do declare.
they're like, what's your rebuttal? I was like, I don't have a rebuttal unless you want to see my card that I'm a villager.
Damn, dog. You really didn't like that game at all.
Nah, I don't like it.
What if we played together? That'd be different.
Be different, yeah. Be more chill.
But if Nathan knew all the rules.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Just kidding, Nathan.
He's a rule follower. He
He's
was
a
telling me
rule
that the
follower.
other day because we're gonna have another game night with his friend.
Mm.
And then he's like, me and Matthew, we always text each other and we're talking about rules. And he's like, I think that's why we get along. And that's what would you say? Well, come over here and say it. It's something big over there.
Brittany and I live life on the edge.
Anyway, he said they're like nerds. I was like, you just now figure that out? Nerd.
Nathan, we're nerd with you, man. We know. Stop at a red light. Turn signal. We know.
Nah, I don't even do that.
Okay.
I speed up at a red light.
Okay, don't
When
admit
they say
that.
pay your taxes, I don't pay them.
Don't. Dude, if you ever do any of those things, they're going to pull up the receipts. Pull up episode 34.
Defamation.
Wait, 42. My God. Pull up episode 42, please.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, I don't know if Cheese May Corner can exist anymore in this current climate.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Everyone's suing for defamation these days. And myself, I have no as I said before, I don't have a lot of backup research on these things. I just say what I see and I see what I say. And don't take anything to heart. If we ever do get popularity on this podcast, please don't send it to the following people. Timothy Chalamet, Henry Cavill, probably Ben Affleck.
Sorry, Ben.
I think that's all I insulted. Somebody else had a disease. Who else?
Well, are you going to apologize to Amber Heard?
No, I'll never apologize to her. And then Maggie Gyllenhaal, for obvious reasons. And that's about it. But on that subject, I do have a cheese bay moment.
Whoa, okay.
But it is backed up by news articles, and the person spoke out.
Well, but normally, we start with Marc's movie moment highlights.
Okay, start with your movie moment. I gotta,
I'm sorry. That was a great. I didn't want to ruin it because it was such a great segue. But Marc's movie moment highlights, Brady. So here we go. Not a lot going on actually. It's probably slim pickings. Something small.
We'll talk about Morbius getting re-released.
That's what I was going to. Damn it. Okay, so.
Sorry.
It's okay. Go ahead, Britt. Tell us about Morbius and how it decided to re-release itself.
Okay, so the Morbius got super a lot of memes put out about it because of they're like it's Morbid time.
Time.
Like Power Rangers.
Yeah.
So they thought they can jump off that or work off that and re-release themselves in the theaters. Lo and behold, they made like $248 apparently on re-release.
Sure, go ahead.
Who in their right mind would put out a movie the weekend after Top Gun comes out, knowing how well Top Gun is doing? Like, you just set yourself up for failure. You could have waited until Top Gun, lowered down its numbers and people needed something new. Then maybe you could have released it. But come on.
Or just scrap the film entirely. That movie has no purpose.
That movie had no reason, no business to be re-released. There was no reason for the studio to hope that they were going to make any money back, or any more money, I should say, because it did make money. According to what I read, it made like $300,000 this past weekend.
Oh.
But open the night of, I think it only made like $84 or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the thought process that went behind it, because normally if you re-release a movie, you want to release something that's been like praised, something that made a lot of money. Morbius wasn't one of those. Morbius came out and fell flat. Apparently it's got a crappy story. The whole, like, the performances are apparently great and all that stuff, and Jared Leto's questionable human being. But then it came and went like a fart. It wasn't like Spider-Man No Way Home. Like, there's no reason to release it. It's not like Avatar. There's a reason to re-release it. Or Titanic. Those make sense. This makes zero sense.
Hey, I wonder how much those movies make. When you're at the theater and they're like, ooh, for one weekend only. And then they'll be like, we're going to play Men in Black 1, Men in Black 2. And, I wonder how much those movies make, because I never go to those.
I've been to a couple re-releases, but I couldn't tell you if I know it adds to their box office. That's why Avatar remains on top, because it got re-released, and that's how it beat Endgame.
Oh, but Top Gun did beat Pirates of the Caribbean on opening weekend.
Pirates. Top Gun has done amazing. Apparently the weekend drop, like, normally, I know this is the nerdy stuff, guys, that I like, but they were saying that from last weekend to this weekend, it only did a 29% drop, which is pretty historical. It's a historical fact, because normally movies that have a heavy top end, so like this movie made over $100 million opening weekend, normally that drops down to 50 to 60% if it's good, and if it's bad, of course, it has a bigger drop. This only did a 29% drop, which is like, whoa, unheard of. This movie is worth it. If you're sitting here right now listening to this podcast and you haven't seen Top Gun Maverick, go.
I want to
turn this off. Go see Top Gun. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I agree. But I want to ask you something.
Okay.
We have spoken of separate, like, you're not able to separate the artist from their work.
Mm-hmm.
Such as R. Kelly,
Right.
Chris Brown.
Uh-huh.
But how is it that we still love Tom Cruise, regardless of things we hear about his Scientology background?
I guess I'm on the ignorant side of things. I only hear what people say. I don't know I don't know anything about his religion. All I know is that I've grown up watching Tom Cruise and his films, and so that's how I see him as. Like, to me, there's still a mystery to him. Like, I don't know anything beyond the movies that he stars in, right? Yeah. So there's still a mystique to him. Whereas somebody else, like you mentioned, like, let's say even Ezra Miller, it's like, that's a little stained now. It's a little like, it's a little tainted now, unless they figure out their lives and apologize. I don't know. But there's certain things that just, like, I don't know. How do you explain that? Maybe if I knew more. I like I said, I don't know enough about his religion.
You shouldn't look into it, because I looked into it somewhat. And I feel kind of weird now, but I'm not weird enough because I didn't deep dive. I just looked into, like, his marriage with Nicole Kidman and how that went down. And then once I heard about that, I was like, what else should I look into? And then I looked into how he's like a high-ranking person in Scientology and what that means, and how he like, in Scientology is all about degrading people below you. Like I told you last time, Will Smith, apparently in his position, he slaps people when they're in the wrong. Well, Tom Cruise just yells at people when they're in the wrong. So that explains that whole COVID thing video from last time when he got caught yelling at that person.
So, okay. I don't know. I don't know enough about it, and I get it. I don't know. Like, are they tied to, like, I don't know. This is not the podcast to do it. I just, like,
I'm just saying Scientology's pretty wild. If you
It's
watch
wild.
that Leia Remini Netflix documentary,
Yeah.
these people.
So you're saying if I were to watch this and gain this knowledge, I'm gonna be like no longer wanting to watch Tom Cruise movies.
I highly doubt that with that, because it's not like he's doing
He's not committing crimes.
yeah, like he's not doing
He's not army hammering things.
yeah, exactly. Or he's not doing Jeffrey Epstein thing. So
Gotcha. Okay.
So I don't think we would be too upset.
Gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and that's the other example. Army Hammer. I just thought about him. Like, that's
Nobody
an
cares
example.
about him.
I know, but that's an example of I don't really want to watch any of the movies you're involved in because
What's wrong with him? He's a cannibal or what?
That's what I'm hearing. Apparently, there's like a big documentary about to come out about his whole family, about I guess the history of it. But like I said, I don't know anything other than the rumors, so. Got to put that out there so we don't get,
Maybe that's what that movie Fresh was all about.
Oh,
Maybe.
Perhaps. Wow.
Sorry, continue with your movie moment. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Morbius, man. I can't believe they did that. Maybe they did it to join in on the joke.
They are the joke.
I know that I know Lisette said that why compete with Top Gun and all that stuff, but that's because next weekend there's no point because it's Jurassic World, and they were like, I don't know, that they would have been demolished if they released next week.
Are you guys gonna go see that movie?
I kind of want to see it. I don't think Lisette has any interest in it, but
I don't think I have time for Chris Pratt in this lifetime.
Man, is it another?
I agree.
Thank you.
But we don't. I understand.
Yeah, that's just personal opinion, though.
Yeah, personal opinion.
Right. Okay.
They made enough Jurassic Parks. It's cool that the old people are coming in. The OGs are having their moment. But every time I watch Jurassic Park, I'm like, what's the whole point of this damn movie?
Well, I really love the first one, right? I love the first Jurassic Park.
Well, now we're like on the third one, right?
No, well, this is like number 6.
They are overdoing it.
Yeah, overdo it.
If you don't know that this is the 6th movie,
I love British cinema, Korean dramas, because they know when to stop. They do it. You do one thing good, like excellent, and then you're like, I cannot do better than this, so I need to stop.
Well, that should have happened with Fast and the Furious.
Burn.
What? They should have stopped.
Yeah, they should have stopped. They said,
They
why should
should've
you head?
But okay, here's the thing though. The only reason why I'm intrigued, other than the fact that the OGs are coming back, and I love the first Jurassic Park, and then when I remember the feeling I felt when I went to go see Jurassic World, like back when Chris Pratt still had a halo over his head,
Yeah.
and I remember just like having that moment of wow, it feels like the first Jurassic Park. I don't know, I just had a kind of love for it. The second Jurassic World was terrible. Didn't like it whatsoever. And so I'm mildly curious about the third one. Like I kind of, I would like to go see a summer movie. But you're right too. Like Jurassic, the sequels, I'm always thinking of like, what would I have done to make that better? You know what I mean? So they're always a little bit of a flaw to them. But or they're missing that Steven Spielberg magic that the first one created. I don't even remember the sequel. I know Steven Spielberg was a part of that one, but I don't even remember The Lost World. Anyways, so yeah, Jurassic Park, Morbius. Okay, back to the topic at hand. Doctor Strange coming to Disney Plus on June 22nd. I want to see it again because of a movie that Lisette and I saw this weekend. I kind of just want to check it out again. But I tell you what, though, ever since we had the spoiler discussion, I think my rating for it has gone down a little bit. I don't know what it would be because I forgot what I rated it, but I think my enjoyment of it has kind of dissipated. And I'm noticing that more and more because I'm starting to fall in love with these like Top Gun Maverick. I'm in love with Top Gun Maverick. I'm in love with Coda. We just watched Coda.
I'm in love
Again?
Go. Just kidding.
Yeah, we watched Coda again, and man, so good.
Do you think that's fair to say though? Because like, how are you gonna let your love for one movie lower your rating for another?
No, that's not what I meant. I just mean that I noticed the difference between the two. Like, I noticed that. Am I talking about Doctor Strange anymore? Did I even talk about it that long? I talked about it for like a week, and then I was kind of on to the next one. Top Gun, I've talked about almost every single day since we've seen it, and I've been having so much fun having conversations with everyone who hasn't seen it. You know what I mean? I've been texting people, go see it, and then finding out their review after. You know what I mean? Like, it's a movie that I want to talk about. And like I said, that's why I said I want to rewatch Doctor Strange. So when it comes out on Disney Plus, I'm gonna check it out. And I was gonna bring up a actual question, and I lost it. No, it's not your fault. Oh, I was gonna ask Britt. You're not a big MCU fan, are you?
No, I kind of get tired of these superhero movies.
You get tired of them. I was just thinking, like, specifically now, I feel like Marvel Studios, nothing is going to compare to the first 10 years that they were putting movies out. For me, it was such a build-up. It was such an amazing experience to meet new characters, build up to the Thanos in-game stuff, like. And lately, I feel like they're putting stuff out. They're putting out a lot of stuff. You know, they got the Disney Plus series, they got the movies coming out, and I just, like, I don't know. I don't feel the same energy. There's certain things that sneak through that are great, like Shang-Chi. You know, I didn't mind the Eternals. Spider-Man: No Way Home. There's some good stuff that's coming. And as far as series, like, I like Loki and WandaVision, but I just feel like there's something missing. There's something that this phase doesn't have that the first three phases have. And I feel like, or maybe I'm just getting older and my love for it is not leaving, but it's kind of dissipating a little bit. Like, I'm starting to get a more mature palette, maybe. And I still love the comic books. It's okay to like comic book movies no matter what age you are. I'm just saying, like, I feel like I'm slowly getting to the point where, like, yeah, I like these comic book movies. Like, I love Deadpool and all that, but I don't know. I know that happens, you know. There's movies that I watched as a kid that I don't watch anymore. You know what I mean? But I love superhero movies. It's just, I think, I don't know, I just feel like this phase doesn't have as much magic as the previous ones.
Yeah, I think they overdo it.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And the thing, I think that's the thing, is like, the next movie I'm excited for is, of course, Thor: Love and Thunder, but I feel like after that, I'm like, I don't really want it, like, just to bring DC into the mix. Like, I'm not looking forward to Black Adam. I'm not looking forward to whatever they got going on, Aquaman, The Flash. Like, I just feel like my energy's kind of gone away from all that. Like, I used to be like, oh, I can't wait for that movie to come out. Like, now I'm just like, if it comes, it comes, I guess. I don't know.
Do you think it'll change now that Kevin, what's his name? Feige?
No, that was a rumor, but I was gonna bring that up. The Kevin Feige.
Who's that?
He's the one he's the mastermind behind the MCU. He's the presidente of it all. Like, he's the mastermind, and it sounds like he was being courted to go over to DC, which it could be a total rumor and all that stuff. But it's like, I feel like it would freshen up the DC over there if he went over there. But I don't know. I love comic book movies, and I love a lot of these stories. I like some Star Wars stories and all that stuff. I'm a big franchise person, but I don't know. I just feel like it recently, if I could just be honest with everyone, I just feel like it just doesn't feel the same right now. Maybe because it's missing a Tony Stark. It's missing a Captain Steve Rogers.
Yeah. It's just missing substance. It's nothing new. It's all the same.
Well, Christian Bale's coming, so.
That's true.
Yeah. Wow. That was a pretty eventful Marc's movie moment highlights right there. You got to think of a title for me, Britt. I mean, come on.
We'll see. We'll see what I
Okay.
come up with.
All right, so sorry for interrupting you. Let's go ahead and get into what people love. Brittany's Cheese Me Corner.
The moment's gone.
Oh, okay.
The magic has left the building. But here's what I was gonna say.
Okay.
My only chisme for this evening would be that Shakira is newly single, everybody. Gerard Piqué, a handsome man, cheated on her, as usual. That's what men do. And he got caught doing it. So they're getting divorced. And yeah, that's crazy. They were together for so long, had a couple kids, and as soon as she announced her singleness, Henry Cavill just swept on in and followed her on Instagram, and so did my prince, Chris Evans. So we'll see who she chooses. Oh,
You heard that, Nathan? Prince.
Who in their right mind would cheat on Shakira?
hey, listen, honey.
What?
Okay,
What?
let's get one. Okay, I can see both sides. Both are very handsome people.
But
And
did she do it?
why would you date a footballer? Is all I'm gonna say. You could date a soccer player. That's what you're gonna get. He's gonna cheat on you. David Beckham is probably the only instance where he's not gonna cheat on you. But you know,
We don't know
Ronaldo
that.
was going around. Wayne Rooney was going around. They get so much puss thrown at them that they just, you know, what are they gonna do? A man can only handle so much, you know. Yeah, you see a attractive woman every day, and they're like, oh, you know, let's do this, let's do that. I want some of your money, you know. Oof.
But it's Shakira.
Yeah.
You know what, Lisette? It is Shakira. And you know what I heard about Shakira? I just been reading things, and again, another defamation issue I'm having. But I'm hearing rumors that she's very rude and arrogant. Yeah. Apparently, she did not want to share the stage with J-Lo and Bad Bunny and some other person. She was giving it all this. She was like, I don't need to share the stage with anyone. So then J-Lo did it upon herself. J-Lo wanted to give opportunities to everybody and didn't let Shakira come with. So, you know, these are just things I hear. These are things I read, guys. So, I'm gonna say that right now.
I mean, I feel like it kind of, about the Shakira thing, kind of matches it. Because I think, what's his name from Black Eyed Peas? Will.I.am? I think he mentioned something about her recording process. And when I was reading it, I felt like,
They're saying she's a hard person to work with
yeah. And
because
so,
she's rude.
I get how I'm being biased. You need to look at both sides of the story because people may come off one way, but you really don't know what's happening behind closed doors.
Exactly. She could be, you know, an annoying
oh my
woman.
goodness. Wow. I never thought this was the conversation was. I was feeling bad for her the whole time.
I don't feel bad for her.
Oh my God.
If I dated a man that plays soccer, I already have it in the back of my head.
You have
I'm
Nathan,
gonna what?
who works in an undisclosed location that I won't say, and I mean, look at all the puss that gets. I'm just kidding.
Wait, hold on, Brittany, hold on, Mark.
Sorry, Lisette, go ahead.
Do you mean to tell me that I should be worried? Mark Anthony played
No,
soccer.
no.
Mark Anthony.
You're right. You gotta be careful.
Mark
The
Anthony
Cavs.
played soccer for how long?
Like, just a good 5-7 years, something like that.
There it is, Lisette. There's a smoking gun.
Red flag.
Red flag.
Even though
Mark Anthony would be a yellow flag.
Literally, like, I'm the. Look at my room. Like, really? Ay. Look at you.
You never know
No.
what happens behind closed doors.
No, see, I know what I got, and apparently he knew what he had, and that's why he did what he did, I guess. Or maybe he didn't know what he had, and he did what he did. I don't know. Damn, that was intense. Well, hopefully everything works out, and the kids are okay. That's all
Yeah.
that matters.
If you don't want to get cheated on, date a regular guy.
What?
That's the lesson.
She
for
looks
her.
over at Nathan.
Date a regular guy like me.
We're gonna have a discussion after this.
Oh, so you cheated on me?
Oh,
Calling me a regular guy.
No, you're a superb guy.
ah.
I'm saying not a guy in the scene.
Nathan didn't play any sports, so you're in the clear.
He played soccer.
Oh.
Exactly, my friend. Gotta keep an eye out for Selena.
We're both in danger.
I'm telling you this.
It ain't gonna happen, y'all. We know what we got.
Let me tell you something. At this age, I'm not shocked at anything. Wow. If anything happened to me, I already told Nathan I'm taking all his money. We're not doing a prenup. Taking it all. I'm taking it all. He
And
didn't
he's
put me on
gonna-
his will though. I almost Amber Heard.
So
Okay.
he's gonna pledge or donate to you.
I have no idea. Babe, am I on your will? No?
I don't have a will.
You're on my will.
I don't have a will.
My work has this thing, if I die, Nathan
Yeah.
can have $25,000. It
What?
pretty much pays to burn me,
Oh, the beneficiary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can you say it?
Mhm.
Beneficiary.
So
That doesn't even sound right.
Monica, you get my money. You better do
What?
what's best with my money.
for Miguel.
Wait. What?
She's my beneficiary.
Oh.
Brian, you're too emotional. You couldn't handle the job.
All right, that's fine. I understand. I get it. All right, so that's it for your cheese bae.
Ooh, what other chisme do I have? Oh, on the MTV Movie Awards,
Oh, I didn't watch it. I didn't hear anything.
Chris Evans is getting a lot of, new likes. These girls are after my Christopher Jamal Evans on TikTok. I said, you guys are late to the game, honey. Huh? I've been on the Chris train for a while, okay? Since Cellular. So these women are late. If you don't like him then when he was balding, you can't like him now. And I re-rest my case.
Wow. That reminds me of someone else.
Oh, about Michael
Someone-
B. Jordan?
Someone else has been the talk of the town. Oh, yeah, that too.
Oh.
Michael B. Jordan's newly single. That's another cheese may.
Yeah, apparently he wanted to go the distance, and she said no.
What?
Yeah.
I thought I had a feeling that was because he was busy making his movie and he didn't have as much time as he did during COVID.
Yeah,
pandemic.
probably.
But he's directing and starring in Creed 3, so I could assume that he's extremely busy.
Yeah. Crazy
Um,
times.
Yeah, not only that, I mean, you texted us. Good news, Lisette. I said, oh, well, I wonder what it is. Jordan's single. Okay, fine. Miles Teller has been the talk of this house for the last 2 weeks.
His wife keeps posting him on TikTok, to help everyone's feed the kids that are obsessed.
Feeding the thirst?
Yeah, feeding the thirst.
Quenching the thirst.
And they're friends with that guy from Gossip Girl, the one
The one that's in The Boys.
yeah, The Boys. What's that guy's name? Chase Crawford. They're friends with that guy. I saw him on their TikTok and they're dancing in the kitchen. I watched a lot of videos, okay?
Okay.
These people are always on vacation.
I mean, that's what you do when you make enough money and you're not stupid with it. You can do that.
I don't know what his wife does. I have no idea what she does.
I think she's a model, isn't she?
I don't know. With those fake lips,
I.
they look ridiculous. They look like
Maybe she just ate a chili pepper.
maybe she didn't. Maybe she rubbed a chili pepper on her lips.
Anyway,
Did you look her up, Lisette? Did you see her lips?
they're fine.
They're not fine.
Anyways, yeah. So Miles is the talk of the town. I never thought this guy would try to steal my White Thunder, but he did. Him and his damn goose stash. So, and then the whole what's his name? That one guy who
Who's that?
His wife.
what's his
Who's
name?
wife?
It looks like she purposely like
Pouts?
yeah, her lip. Look at her face expression
Oh my
there.
gosh. Leave her alone. They're happy.
Good for them.
She's quenching your thirsts. You thirsty ladies.
Her family's rich.
Cool. Okay, are we doing an investigation?
Oh no, sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. Anyways, yeah, he's been the talk of the town. And the guy from TikTok or Reels or whatever, the Brett, whatever his name is, I forget his name. He did
Bremen Rock?
I don't know. Didn't Lisette sent you the video of the guys after Top Gun and he shaves his beard
Oh yeah.
and then he does the dance. Do the dance. I don't.
Oh,
see,
yeah.
I don't know, sweetie. Like I don't know if I could do the dance.
Yeah. That mustache thing is gonna go away real soon.
Real quick.
That this ain't the 90s anymore. You can't be looking like a porn star.
Well, Miles could pull it off, so I guess that tells you that.
He could pull it off in the movie. We didn't see him in real life. Everyone looks good in movies.
Not true.
Man, I feel like a hater today.
Yeah.
Today?
They're friends?
Oh yeah, with Kiki. Oh, because they did the Godfather making of television show. They're in it. Miles and what's her name that plays Kiki from Ted Lasso?
Oh,
Shit, they can't see.
I forget her name.
Juno Tempo.
Yeah, that's her name.
Okay, anyways. So, let's go ahead. Cheese May's over. Let's go ahead and get into some movies you may have watched.
A movie we already talked about, we watched.
Oh, gross.
Called The Wrath of Man. Marquez already watched it, and then we finally watched it. It's a great movie. 10 out of 10. I love, Guy Ritchie movies. They don't disappoint. I forgot that it was directed by Guy Ritchie, so I was expecting it to be lame. But it was pretty.
You just said you like Guy Ritchie films.
Yeah, I know, but I
Oh.
forgot that he made it, so I
Sorry.
thought someone else made it. So I thought it was like, oh, action movie, revenge. It was that, but there was sustenance to it, There
So
was
did
como
you-
se dice flavor.
Did you turn to Nathan and said, "This is how you action movie. From
This
now
is
on,
how you make a
this is how you
movie."
action movie."
The music was top notch.
I told you.
The action was top notch. Sometimes I was like, how is Jason gonna get out of this? Sometimes I'm like, damn. And
Mhm.
then, Scott Eastwood, a believable villain, not so much, but good movie. Babe, thoughts?
It was very action packed. I liked it a lot. Good movie.
Enough said.
I love it. Awesome.
And
All
that's
right,
why
move
they
on.
hire us to review movies.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're
Hey,
gonna
what else did
review.
we watch? What else did we watch?
The playbook.
We watched Silver Linings Playbook,
Oh.
a throwback for everybody
Throwback.
Except for me.
except for Nathan. His
With
first
Bradley
time.
Cooper and Jennifer
Right.
Lawrence.
And
Hey.
Robert De Niro.
Talking to me. Huh? You talking to
Oh,
me?
well, what'd you think of it, babe?
I actually really liked it definitely more than I thought I would. I think what makes it is Bradley and
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer's chemistry.
Ooh.
I like that.
Anything
That's a good
else?
movie.
And my favorite part was when they got a 5.
All right. Cool. You ever seen that movie?
Cool. Silver Linings Playbook.
Just kidding with you.
No.
Silver Linings Playbook. No, never.
Never.
All right. So here's the fun part. We're gonna review a movie that Brittany had already seen, just like with Wrath of Man. Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Oh,
Lisa's gonna.
I've been worried all day
Lisa's
about
gonna
your
start
guys'
it.
opinion of it.
Lisa's gonna start
But wait,
When did you see
did you listen to Bad Friends?
today.
And- yeah.
I heard them talk about it. Yes.
Oh my god, he doesn't like it. I already know.
Okay, you ready?
I didn't listen to Bad Friends.
I know it's okay. You don't need it.
No?
Go ahead.
Okay. So, dramatic music, please. Just kidding.
Oh, I could put in an after post production.
Okay. This movie, I came in thinking it's gonna be really good because Brittany rated it and Nathan rated it really good. And it started off really good. But the whole time I was like, what the heck am I watching? Like, what? There were times when I caught myself, like, I was literally looking at the screen with my mouth, like, open, like, for a good, like, 5-10 minutes. And I'd be like, close your mouth. People are gonna think you're, like... First of all, there wasn't even that many people. There were only, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 people in the theater.
Yeah.
Watching it. It's been the only movie recently that I'm like counting down, like, what time is it? When is this movie going to be over? And I was waiting for the lady to come give, because you know they give us your check 40 minutes before the movie ends. So finally I'm like, oh, okay. I turned around and told Mark Anthony, 40 minutes left of this movie. It just, you know what it reminded me of?
What?
Kung Pao.
Lizette, you're gonna get us canceled, bro.
I said, Brittany and Mark Anthony are into some weird stuff.
We're not into Kung Pao.
Kung Pao's a different subject, bro.
But that's what I felt like I was watching again.
I mean, there are some weird moments, especially with the fingers.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
The fuck with the hot dog fingers? What the
But I
fuck?
think you guys had the wrong crowd. Like, we
No,
had
hold
a
on.
full theater and everyone reacted.
I
the-
haven't
Hold
talked
on.
yet.
This
I haven't
is
talked
my personal opinion.
Okay, got you.
Okay, my personal opinion. The people in there, like, the people in there, like, I heard
No.
a couple people laughing.
It was just me.
No, there was another guy laughing. And then I saw the people in front of us, like, they weren't laughing out loud, but, like, it seemed like they were
Chuckling.
enjoying it. Yeah. But it was a weird ass movie. But I get the gist of it. And what it, like, the meaning behind it, I do understand that it's just a very different approach that they took to get to find the meaning. Like Brittany said, you really need to pay attention and focus and see everything, because every little thing that happens in it has a meaning to it. But yeah, it was just very weird. I would not watch it again.
This is a mixed review here.
Are you looking for a rating? Because I gave it like a 3 out of 10. It was just weird. It was so weird. So weird. I can't. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. I think.
Okay.
I didn't cry. I did
Oh
not
my
cry.
god, this sad.
Nothing.
Heartless.
Nothing came out.
I cried like maybe 3 times. And then I almost ugly sobbed. Especially when the husband was like, I would, if in any lifetime, I would love to just do taxes with you. And even Nathan was tearing up, huh, babe?
No.
No, just kidding.
I think I was just more caught up in the what the heck is going on that I
I
couldn't
know, like
enjoy
there were
that
some
moment.
scenes where I turned to Nathan, I was like, what the hell is this?
Listen,
But I don't know, like it's the whole multi-universe thing. It
We're-
was like something different, like creatively different.
Sorry, I'm not done. Yes, I do like I did like and I think we touched on this already, like how it made me think a lot how every decision in your life
it's a ripple.
has a ripple effect or it leads you to another part of your life. So it made me think back, okay, what if I would have picked done something differently? Like where would I be now? Would I still be in the same situation now? Would I still have met Mark Anthony? Like how would my life be if I would have taken those minor what I would have thought were minor decisions back then?
Yeah.
It did make me think a lot about that. It made me reflect a lot.
I mean, honestly, after you guys, I don't know if I could share too much more than what you guys shared, but hmm. I enjoyed the movie. I did. I was emotionally connected. I was involved. I laughed. I cried twice. And like obviously the obvious is that it is a strange movie. It's and the reason and we were talking about it afterwards, like, so the whole idea, like, connecting to the other versions of yourself, I guess, the variants, if you will, would be like you have to do something weird, right? Something that you wouldn't normally do. That's how that triggers, so I'm gonna suck up a fly or stick a fucking trophy up
Something
my
up my
ass.
butt.
Yeah.
I love that part.
And he's still fighting with it in his ass. And then the other guy says, "Me too." So that was weird. The fighting was awesome. What I did love as somebody who wishes he could make films. The whole beginning induces anxiety of her
Yeah.
busy ass life. It's like,
Mhm.
oh my God, there's just do. And man, her husband, I love that guy. He is
It's
so
so
he
sweet.
is the heart of this movie.
Yeah.
And I love all the versions. Even the tough version of himself was like, oh man, yeah, I wanted all of them to be there. And
Yeah.
Michelle Yao was amazing. Her I don't want to spoil anything, but
You could spoil it. I don't think it's been out for a long time now.
yeah, I know, but like, it was a very strange watch, but like I said, I was engaged. I enjoyed it. Same as you, when they were doing the powerful moment of her life with her husband and how she thought, it all starts with her thinking, "Oh, my life was so much better without him," and
Mhm.
then all of a sudden it builds up to, well, either way, she's gonna run. It's that Doctor Strange thing.
Yeah.
I have loved you in every universe, and
Yeah.
so when he, like you said, when he says, "I would do tax in another life, I would love to do taxes with you," I was like, It's like me and Lisette. Like I feel like
Yeah.
Lisette and I are destined to be like no matter what universe, somehow, some way, we would always end up together. And yeah, that part hit me really hard. And then the other part that got me was the last moment with her daughter.
Mm,
And then I was telling Lisette too, I was like, I can see why Brittany was attached to it or emotionally connected because of the relationship, the mother and daughter relationship and all that stuff. And now obviously not everything's the same, but I'm just saying like I could understand on that level. And I was like, there was some things that just there was even a moment where you're like, oh, that was like your mom. I said, yeah, it's
Yeah.
exactly like my mom. So like, yeah, and I really want to see it again. I wouldn't. It's not like a high thing though for me. Like it's not
Yeah.
like it wasn't like a Top Gun. Like I know I keep bringing it up, but I would if you told me tomorrow which one to go see, I'm gonna go see Top Gun, like without a doubt.
Yeah.
Um, so I enjoyed this movie. I that's the best review I can give it is that I enjoyed it. I'm happy that I got to experience it. Um, I had fun. It was long. I will say that.
Yeah.
It
When
was
you got
long.
into the different acts, you're like, whoa.
Yeah, when they finally put up part 2, I was like, "Holy shit." And then part 3 is literally 3 minutes or something like that. I was like,
Yeah.
"What?" But yeah, like part 1 and that's what I was telling Lisa too. I think part 1 was my favorite because that's
Mhm.
when the mystery was unraveling and that's when they started doing the cool fight sequence with the husband and all that stuff with the fanny pack.
Yeah.
Um Man, and it was kinda cool how she ends up ultimately winning,
Yeah.
having the people connect with, uh I don't know how to describe it, but, like when she makes Jamie Lee Curtis realize that she's loved or,
Yeah.
like those little moments, I was like, "Oh, that's cool," like, how they did that and stuff. But anyways, I'm on the more positive side than Lisette. Um, she's like I feel like it's gotten lower and lower since we left the theater. Because even when we left the theater, she's like, "What the hell was that?" You know? I think that was the first movie I've ever taken her to that she was like, "Eh."
But I
Yeah.
think I went in knowing that because even
Yeah.
watching the trailer, like
Yeah.
the
Oh,
trailer,
the eyeball, the googly eye.
the trailer was the same reaction as to the movie. Like it started off, I remember I told him I was like, "Oh, I think I'd watch this," but the more we kept watching the trailer, the more I was like, "What?" Like,
You know what
What's
it remind me
happening?
of?
What?
Crank.
Yeah. It's on
You know
that
how
same level of
Yeah, Crank
yeah.
is this crazy have you ever heard
I
of it?
think I've seen it.
It's with Jason Statham
He literally
and
has to have sex to stay alive.
yeah, like the whole point is for him to keep his adrenaline up,
Just
so
to
he
keep his
drinks.
adrenaline up so the poison doesn't get to his heart or something.
Yeah,
And then he literally like there's a scene where he's
No.
like about to pass out, and then he's like he had to turn his girlfriend around and have sex with her so he can get
in public.
in public and everyone's watching. It's really weird.
Yeah, like you
Or-
got to check it out.
Seen that.
He'll like he has to shock his chest
Yeah,
with he had to get paddles. He's like, oh. And they
isn't
like
there a
go,
scene too when he has a boner because he took too
yeah.
much?
Yeah. I can't believe I've seen that. That one you would
Dude,
know.
you would love that, Nathan. It's a straight.
That's-
It's an action movie for you, man.
That's
Like the
actually
whole
for you.
point. Crank 2 is bonkers.
Crazy.
bonkers. Crank 2, there's a scene where Jason Statham becomes Godzilla in a way. Like he fights Godzilla or some shit, right? In the
Yeah.
power plant. It's like, what the fuck am I watching? Crank 1 though is really good, but Crank 2, if you want to feel freaky, check that one out. Yeah, that's what this movie reminded me of is that. I know she said Kung Pao, but this to have a more fair I would say Crank. It's closer to Crank. So wow.
The
Wow.
beginning of that movie, how she feels, I told Mark
Oh.
Anthony, that is how I felt this whole school year. Like, I'm in my mind, I'm thinking, I told him, I said, in my mind, I'm thinking about, like, I was thinking about wedding at one point, school, like work. And then Mark Anthony's trying to talk to me, and I'm like, God, like, stop thinking things. Like, listen to him. He's trying to tell me something. Later on, it
Yeah.
was like, just that's how my whole school year. If I could sum up my whole school year teaching, it would be that. The way she was at the beginning, like trying to.
Stressed out.
Do you think that's what happened to Shakira?
That might have been what happened to Shakira.
I'm so sorry. Take that back. That was me. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Brittany.
What's your rating?
I said I enjoyed it. I think
No, a rating.
I'll give it let's go with a letter grade and I'll say a B.
Wow.
What were the Rotten Tomato ratings?
I think it's like a 97. It's like top
What?
it's like Top Gun numbers.
Careful is that we just had Asian American Pacific Islander month. Take it easy.
No, I had nothing about race. No. Like the acting, didn't she just win Time? She was on the Time magazine cover, I think.
So was Simu Liu.
I think that movie will win awards. And I think I liked it because I got so tired of seeing superhero movies and just basic action movies. Like every movie I see, I know the ending. I know what's going to happen. And the whole time with that movie, I had no idea what was going to happen. I think that's why I liked it a lot. For me, it was unpredictable.
Nathan reminds me of that damn TikTok. Cause in my life, you know when they do the emo dog.
Yeah,
And
your emo dog.
Mm.
He's gonna get a cut. Don't worry.
Follow me.
Margelli's gonna grow out his hair next.
No, Lisette wants me to cut it.
He's getting there.
You gotta cut it.
All right, Brittany. I think that's it for us. Go ahead and lead us on the way out of this wonderful episode 42. Why am I keep saying 34? Episode 42.
Well, that was it. You guys heard what I can only imagine as me putting myself in trouble's way with my defamation things. Please don't report me to the press. And you heard us review a few movies that we both already seen. But from now on, I feel like we're going to see movies at the same time and review them at the same time. So you don't have to hear us review movies. But I do recommend go see The Wrath of Man. It's on the Netflix, right? I don't know where we watch. Amazon Prime. Watch it. Go nuts.
Also, watch Casablanca on HBO.
Watch Casablanca if you're into that kind of thing. I like older movies. I don't know, guys. We're not going to talk about that right now. We're on the ending. Please check us out on Spotify. You can give us a rating on there if you like us. Don't cancel me. I'm going to have to say this on every outro. And then check us out on Apple Music and check us out on Anchor. And thank you to our sponsor. Use our discount code MV reference.
That's not a real sponsor.
Not a real sponsor, guys, but they are very comfortable underwear, huh, babe?
Yes.
Amen. Okay, so yeah, catch on the flip script, guys. We're here all week. Bye.